see Dak Prescott. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Cardinals, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Bison. Get it. Ready.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Dobbs to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 14 carries, 61 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because to me...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Here's Dobbs to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
On first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Osa Odighizuwa. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
A 44-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it's stalled out,
touchdown, Cowboys! That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. There he goes right side, inside the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Ready?
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Mozzie Smith, he's the one who got in there and made that play defensively.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw Dobbs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held him to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's 21-3. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And 22 more yards there and another first down. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Dobbs. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cowboys.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here's 3rd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
(21-3) is your score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again.
Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half.
35, Cardinals 3.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are pouring it on.
Point after here coming up. And the rout is on here in this first half. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Come on, set.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run again with Hunt. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out
out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys just continue to roll. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. He'll buy. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a toss running left. Hunt pushes past him. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Escape, and a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 43. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
56. Cardinals 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And that's taken at his own 42. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Ellison. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now Prescott going to change the play.
On 2nd down, Ellison. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this 1st half.
Cardinals 3.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Throwing here, Dobbs. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Dobbs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Powers through. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down now, Ellison. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Cowboys are pouring it on.
To try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Cowboys.
It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Dobbs. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And down he'll go at the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Dobbs is throwing. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Dobbs. And he's going to go down again. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On play action, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, Ellison. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here go 46. Hey, 47. 26.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it to Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
It's a gain of 20. And a Cowboy first down.
Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, Ellison. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
132 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Cardinals 3.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
Here we go. 70, ready.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt.
He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. That's caught once again by Gallup. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
That's caught out wide by Cooks.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ellison. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Prescott down.
That's dumped off to Pollard. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Oh, some strong running. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, Ellison.
Terrell Basham up to make the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easy.
Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cardinals' 22-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
To throw is Prescott. And this is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Here we go. What do you think?
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Cardinals 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Dobbs to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Slant route's effective no matter who is running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Dobbs' throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Dobbs. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Michael Gallup.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now Dobbs. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Dobbs sliding out of the pocket and running with power here, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Osa Odighizuwa
Getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
At the 28-yard line.
On second down, Dobbs. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Here we go.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Dobbs. Can't get away, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hard to believe Cooks is only 30 with all that he's accomplished. It's also hard to believe he's on his 5th NFL stop, now with Dallas. Changes of scenery work great for him. Every time he's moved, he's had 1,000 yards in his first season with his new team.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Following the fumble recovery, Dobbs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down.